Lads, how are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Building Bellevue. This is, I believe, episode 6. If you guys have not seen episode 5, I'm going to say it right now, okay? Go check it out, all right? It's insane, it's crazy, it's by far the craziest episode that I've put out yet. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but it goes hard. That's all I'm gonna say. But basically today, right, I kind of want to have a more relaxed and chilled out episode. So you guys are probably sitting there thinking, like, what do you even mean by this? So allow me to explain. Basically, we're not gonna be building anything that is in massive size, okay? We're gonna be building a lot of things today, but they're not going to be like crazy large like we did in episode 5, for example. But basically the goal for today's video is I want to essentially get like one block completely filled in with housing, and I know exactly what we're going to put there, and it's going to fit perfectly. All right, it's going to be amazing. Just wait and see. So we're going to have that. And then I also want to fill off probably the other side of the street as well. So like I said, we're gonna be filling in a lot of land today and making a lot of progress here on Bellevue. So that's gonna be sick. Okay, and we also will try to do an interior. We will attempt to do an interior, okay? Massive emphasis on the word attempt, all right? I'm not too sure how it's going to go, but we're going to sit down together and see what we can, sauce up. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can do that. So once again, like every single time, I had no idea what I wanted to build and put in this large section of land. I was just gonna do housing, basic housing, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different, kind of like how we did with the apartments. So I was on Google Earth, just kind of, roaming the streets, and I found a little section of these condos, and they're kind of like these dual units, and they look pretty nice. I really like these, and I think they would fit really well within the map of Bellevue. So yeah, all in all, these units are going to be very, very simple to make. Now, the good thing about this, right, about building a condominium, right, and these units in particular, usually this is the case with condos, but they're all the same, right? So I can build one unit and then just literally copy and paste these and just form like a whole neighborhood, essentially. So that's going to be very nice. It's going to speed up the whole process of this. The longest thing that I think is going to take the most time is the detailing for these builds. Okay, so funny thing is, like, I was just really curious. So I went on Google and I was like, I wonder if we could get like Zillow screenshots of like the interior of these units here. And I was able to actually find the entire layout of the inside of just one of these units. But considering they're all the same, I'm guessing, obviously they're all laid out interior wise the same as well. So yeah, we do have the interior for these homes. We might have to see if we can do this. These are just really, really small, so it's going to be kind of tough, but we'll see what we can do. So obviously, first things first, we have to carve out the road kind of down here by where the condos are going to go. I'm thinking of putting these pretty much right in front of the church that we built, I believe, on episode 4. So yeah, the condos will be pretty much just right across the street, right? So that was a 4-way intersection. I think we're just going to take out the 4-way intersection and do a 3-way intersection there instead. That's what we're going to do. That sounds like a pretty good, solid plan to me. So let's see if we can make it look nice. So while I was on Google Earth replicating these condos into the game, into Bellevue essentially, I saw down the road, on the same road that the condos are located, there's a mobile home area, like a little, I guess like a street basically of just these mobile homes. And we don't have anything like this on Bellevue currently. So I think this would be great to build in a future episode if you guys would be potentially interested in seeing me do that. It's completely different than what we've been doing here lately with these episodes, It's not really a basic house, it's definitely different. So I think that would be kind of cool. Now, I know the homie Vex, shout out the homie Vex in Discord, he suggested there in Discord that we build I guess like an RV camping area at some point, which we definitely will be doing. Don't worry guys, I have a lot planned for, all the stuff that you guys suggest. We will be adding literally everything that you guys suggest. You have my word. But yes, let me know what you guys think about this mobile home stuff. Do you guys think you would be interested in seeing this in a potential future episode? So now with the first condo done, the base of the building, the whole structure, we now were able to go through and actually copy and paste these out. We have 6 right now. I'm thinking we're probably going to have a little bit more than this. Obviously, we have some space here on the left here, so we're going to add some more there. Probably throw the entrance up over there as well, and just kind of go from there. Really, the only thing we have to do is like detailing once we get these laid out. Also, dude, I'm just going to say it. These interiors got me stressing, dude, because I went inside. Obviously, we have the structures up now, so I flew inside, right? And the interior is so tiny, considering that these are 2 units, right? 2 attached units. These interiors are so small. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I might need some practice, lads, because this is gonna be pretty tedious. I mean, this house has 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. How are we going to fit 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, a living room, and basically 2 bathrooms? I have no idea. So I recently seen a comment that I received on a prior episode, and basically they were just requesting that we up the render distance for these videos because, you know, we have this very ugly cutoff, you know, in the distance here. And I did actually up the render distance for this episode. It, you know, previous episodes was like 8 chunks. This one's 12 chunks now. So it doesn't seem to be quite there yet. Still looks good, but I think we need more visibility. So I think for the next episode, we're gonna bump it up to 16 chunks and just hope that that looks better. Also, quick thing, we build a specific house in today's video. I've been getting a lot of requests, you know, to build this house. A lot of references being brought up about this house. So just keep an eye out for that because it's gonna be very interesting. This is probably gonna make a lot of you happy. So the condos are practically done. You know, we went through, detailed every single one of them. They're all pretty much the exact same. Now there are a few, you know, different units that have like maybe a boarded window, a package on the front porch, things in their driveway. I think here at one of the end units, we actually have someone currently moving in. So I thought that was kind of a pretty cool little design that I threw in there. And on the other side at the end, we have a guy that has like tons of boxes. He's got a refrigerator in the driveway for some reason. I don't know why. I really have no idea what this guy's doing, but the condos are practically done. They turned out so good. I actually really enjoy this neighborhood here. These two streets here. I don't know. It feels kind of secluded. I'm guessing. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fences on like both sides. Maybe it's because they're all the same. I don't know. I really like the architecture of this neighborhood. It looks nice. Kind of reminds me a little bit of my childhood. I kind of grew up around houses that looked exactly like this. So very nostalgic for me. So with the condominiums finally finished up and, you know, I was looking around, we're pretty much directly right across from the apartments that we built in episode 5. Since we're already in this area, I was thinking, why don't we just build whatever is directly next to these apartments IRL? And I checked on Google Earth, and it's like these 2 brick duplexes, right? And very simple buildings. I mean, these things are boxes, right? There's nothing going on here that much. But we're going to go absolutely crazy on the details. So that's what I mean by chill episode when I said that at the very beginning. We're building very simple structures, but we're making them look great. Also, really quickly, I did just want to say that Bellevue is officially downloadable now. You guys can download the map yourself. Come on here, check it out, explore, and see what is built so far. It is completely updated with today's video, so everything that you see in today's video will also be on the map. So the link for that will be in the description down below. And also make sure that you have the TRS texture pack downloaded and enabled as well, so everything looks how it should. The link for that will also be provided down below. Okay, so we have the first duplex done, completely wrapped off, detailed all the way to the max. Like, this thing looks absolutely insane. I mean, just look how realistic this looks, and it's a box. It is literally a brick box, and this thing looks very realistic. I really like the back deck that we added in. Obviously, this is on the actual building, you know, IRL. So we did add that in, and there's like this weird gutter that kind of runs off the deck here, and we were able to actually add this in with some Axiom manipulation with some entities here. So we were actually able to add that in. We would not have been able to add that in without Axiom. So Axiom was a godsend. I don't know, like the back like porch is just kind of a vibe. Like even like the lower deck, just like where the cement is kind of a vibe too. You know, you have these two potted plants. We have a pistol on the table with a cigarette. I mean, this is just, it just doesn't get much better than this. Now, the second brick duplex right next to this is going to be even simpler because, I mean, from my calculations here, right, on Google Earth, this looks like it is the same size as the one that we just built. So I can literally just copy and paste this over pretty much and do some slight different changes between the two. there's like a small garage behind the first brick duplex here, kind of in the parking lot of the apartment complexes here. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in as well. Okay, so now for the final build in today's episode. This is the house that I mentioned way earlier on in the video, and this is the one that I've been kind of keeping a secret throughout the entire episode. So I'm not even gonna say what the house is from or anything like that. I know someone in the comments is going to be very fast to actually say what this house is from, because I have literally been getting comment after comment after comment about this house, particularly on episode 1. You know, a lot of people are like, this kind of looks like a so-and-so reference. So again, not gonna say anything. Let's just build it and see how good we can actually get it. So obviously, if you guessed the American football house, yep, that is exactly correct. I finally added it. It's finally in Bellevue. I have had so many references regarding this house, and you know, it only felt right to put it in. I know we didn't add any interiors on this one, and that is simply because It's a skill issue.
You suck.
Look, I'm just being honest, all right? It is definitely a skill issue. I need some practice. Guys, just give me a few days to cook, all right? Just give me a few days to cook, and I promise I'm going to hit you guys with the craziest interior that your eyes will have ever laid on, okay? I promise. Now, obviously, don't expect, we're not doing interiors on mansions quite yet, okay? But it's going to be a very realistic interior, as much as I can make it. I like how in each episode we're adding something different instead of just houses now. I mean, yeah, I guess these are obviously houses, but it's something, it's like a type of community, I guess. You guys know what I'm saying, right? So we have the apartments, we have single family homes, basic homes, and then we have a condominium now. So we kind of have a mixture here going on. Very soon, I think we need to start tackling some businesses and different, restaurants, various stores, things like that, car washes, convenience stores, gas stations. We need a gas station. Where's the gas station? Why have we not put a gas station in yet? Maybe that's a question for myself. Okay, so I think maybe on the next episode we'll put a gas station in. We really need a gas station. We're kind of lacking, these people need to obtain gasoline for their vehicles. I guess all the tourists and citizens that live in Bellevue right now are just biking or walking right now. All the cars you see currently have no gas in them, and they're all just broken down on the roads. Yeah, the Bellevue economy is kind of falling apart right now. We're hardly established.